back to Grandpa's Time. Hey grandkids, here's part 2 of my understanding paper maps. I hope you like this one. I hope you're still interested a little bit, and thanks for watching. We'll get to it. On a smaller scale, I really like these because they're good for hunting also. The Delorme, I think I'm saying that right, Atlas and Gazetteer for the different states. And these are pretty handy. They've got campgrounds in there, places to put your boat in, and they're the topographic maps is what they're called. They're very detailed, so you can see. Topographic is talking about just on the front of this here. You can see the rivers, you can see the roads, you can see the lakes, you can see the contour lines. Okay, the contour lines are telling you the elevation. We'll get into that more in another video, but they're just great maps, and it tells you where the state forest is, it tells you where national forest is, wilderness areas, the whole bit. I mean, for hunting and sports, camping, fishing, these are great resources. All these have a legend, and they all have little explanations for what the little tree is, or what this road means, or why it's a dotted road instead of a white road. You know, you may also have maps like this. Road map, official state map, large print state map, and they're a little more basic. They may tell you some of the mountain ranges and stuff, but it's mostly for driving and getting from A to B. But like I said, they all have a legend. Tells you about the state parks and the bridges and the sizes of the communities. National forests, the major artery there, I-5, coming down from, through Oregon. All the big lakes. I mean, they're just same thing as the other ones, just a little more detailed because it's a smaller area blown up, which the larger road atlas will do most of what these will do without having to keep all these. You can also get into areas or cities. In this case, I've got a map of the island of Oahu. And Honolulu is even blown up bigger on the back. It's got a list of all the towns and areas. And so this is kind of important that it's pretty much the same with all maps. Might be a little bit different. You see how it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you look in here, we'll just pick something at random. Brigham Street is E10. So we go E over to 10, and somewhere in that square is Brigham Street, okay? And that's how you can find areas. If you know you're looking for some place in particular, this makes it really easy. Then I've got this area, which I really like. It's a beautiful place if you ever get a chance to visit. The Alpine Lakes Wilderness. Wonderful country. Some good mule deer and bear country up there. And this is when you want to take a deep dive into an area. It really gets down and dirty. Elevations, shows the contour lines really well. And you're focusing on a wilderness area, so you're looking at things a little differently. You do still have, it shows like I-90 it will still show you the highways and stuff, but that's not its primary intent. When you look at the legend, now see the scale on this that I talked about earlier, where it was 1 inch was 49 miles on the US map. Well, on this map, the scale is, let's see, what is it here? 1 inch is 1.2 miles. You see how you've blown way up now? So 1 inch is, this is 1.2 miles. So kind of cool. You're going to see a lot more detail. You look at, it's got ski areas, primitive campsites. It tells you whether the campsite has a dump, whether it's an RV or, like I said, primitive. Horse camp, horse corral. You know, it does list groceries and restaurants, and it's got little icons in the legend for all that stuff. And then you've got city maps. Got Vancouver, Victoria here. And it's the same kind of thing where you look at the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to K here on this one. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 18 here. So this is the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It talks about points of interest, parks, golf and country clubs, because it's kind of a touristy place anyway. It mentions Victoria traffic rules. It's in kilometers instead of miles per hour. And it's got a kilometer chart from one place to another. So you don't have to do the little inch thing like I was doing earlier. It's got a really small legend here, which just explains the different types of streets. So that's it. Now I got to fold all these maps up and put them away so I can use them again in 10 years. Let me talk about one more kind of map that I don't see hardly anymore at all, and that's called a Thomas Guide. Now, a Thomas Guide was what we used before we had Google Maps, okay? And you could find, and it might be a little different state to state, but I'll give you an example. If I was looking for 23892 14th place or something, I would go, the cross streets are going to be 238 and then 14th, right? And then it's going to be between 238 and 239 because it's 238 blah blah, if that makes any sense. So you're going off the first three numbers of the house on a 5-digit number is the cross street, and then you've got 14th place or whatever is the other cross street. The Thomas Guide would get you right to it. You could just go to that page for that particular area, and it was a book. I'll see if I have a stock photo I can put on here, but if I don't, you can probably Google it and still see what a Thomas Guide looked like. We don't use them anymore, really, but they're still pretty handy to have. I recommend paper maps still. I know a lot of guys have gone completely digital, and I think that's fine, but I think for what I like to do, I like to take a piece of paper, and I like to, especially if I'm looking for new hunt areas, you can look on Google Earth, and it's great. You can put pins down and all that stuff. But I really like looking at a piece of paper and circling spots and writing little notes on it. And that's just what I do. Anyway, I hope this video helps a little, and I hope you keep at least the map of the state you live in your glove box of your car, so that if you ever need it, you have it. Thanks for watching.